All right, let's talk a little bit about the latest going on legally. There's a very interesting article with the opinion from an attorney that Donald Trump has no plausible response to Michael Cohen's evidence presented at his criminal trial. And thus, that is why Donald Trump is not going to be testifying at trial in his own defense. So let's talk through this a little bit. As a reminder, this is the New York hush money trial. Michael Cohen did testify under oath and made a number of very damaging assertions about Donald Trump with regard to the crimes he's accused of. The out-of-court denials have insisted that Michael Cohen is just a liar. Trump has insisted many times that he will testify. There is every reason to believe that Trump is not going to testify because he never does. And one of the main reasons is that there is no plausible alternative theory to explain away the testimony of Michael Cohen, not to mention that Donald Trump would be under oath and it would be risky to show up and simply lie. So what are we talking about here? One of the possibilities, if you believe Michael Cohen is making up the entire story, is you put Trump on the stand and you have him tell a different version of events, which directly contradicts the assertions made by Michael Cohen. There are a couple problems with that. Number one, Trump testifying at all is risky because he thinks he's smarter than everybody and he can lie without anybody noticing. But then Trump would be subject to cross-examination. And when the prosecutors get up there and they expose Trump's lying about everything, it's a real problem for him. And then more generically, you can argue it would not be a great thing for Trump to just be lying uncontrollably under oath. So, of course, it is going to be a situation where Trump ends up not testifying. And they don't even have an alternative theory of events. If they had an alternative theory of events, rather than a case built simply on trying to suggest the prosecution's witnesses are dishonest, they could put forward a different version of events. Court is going on right now. We'll see if this happens, but the expectation is that the defense is going to rest without even putting forward any detailed alternative explanation of events because they don't actually have one. So my expectation here is that Trump ultimately will be found guilty here. If you compare his alleged actions as told by witnesses under oath with the law, it seems that he committed a crime. He will be found guilty, but the sentence will be almost nothing. It'll probably be within sentencing guidelines, but it'll be at the absolute lightest end. It'll be some kind of slap on the wrist to those of us who have been following the blatant and scofflaw style criminality of this guy. And then we will move on to the next criminal trial and see if there will be any real consequences here. So this is interesting in terms of future cases in the following sense. This case showcases Trump's legal vulnerabilities, which are he doesn't really have alternative explanations for what it was that he did. And if you have mounting evidence, and I don't even think this is the most powerful case against Trump, Georgia will be an interesting one. If you have mountains of evidence against Trump and Trump's defense is only trying to impeach witnesses and the motivations of the prosecutors, and he can't provide any alternative storyline, it's going to get pretty difficult for a jury to acquit him. And so this is a signal about the potential liabilities of this approach for Trump going forward. So let's see if the defense rests, but I would bet any amount of money that Trump doesn't testify. Breaking a deeply ingrained habit is one of the toughest things to do. Our sponsor, Fume, can make it easier. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, remove the bad from the habit. And that's, quite frankly, what Fume helps you do. Fume is an innovative, award-winning device that delivers flavored air. That's it. There's no vapor. There's no nicotine, no electronics. It's just delicious flavored air delivered by the cylindrical Fume device that fits in the palm of your hand. It comes in tasty, refillable flavors like raspberry lemon, orange vanilla, grapefruit, crisp mint. The Fume device goes in your pocket. You can carry it around. It has movable parts and magnets, so if you're fidgeting or want to, it's great for that, and it's just a useful thing to break bad habits. And it provides that perfectly satisfying hand-to-mouth mechanic that many people love Don't judge Fume until you've tried it. They have helped countless people make positive changes, and you could be next. Head over to tryfume.com and use code PACMAN to save 10% when you get the Journey Pack, which comes with the device and several flavors to try. The link is down below.